LBJ replaced black fatherhood in two-parent homes with the welfare system. And the left is so invested in this as a strategy that they are legit saying it out loud.
The decision today in Louisiana versus Calais completes the set because it effectively dismantles the last leg in the Voting Rights Act's protections, which was for redistricting. Whereas previously, the Voting Rights Act had said when a state draws districts in ways that have the effect of diluting the voting power of racial minorities, of effectively making it so racial minorities' votes count for less than white voters, and that they can never elect the candidates of their choice.
You mean the candidates of the Democrats' party's choice. See, Democrats need majority black districts because they can't win without it. Why? Look, Democrats have swindled probably trillions of dollars since LBJ and given it specifically to black people in America. Massive welfare benefits to buy votes, destroyed the black family structure to an extent that the black and out-of-wedlock birth rate went from 22% pre-LBJ, pre-civil rights, to 70% today. Look, I realize this is uncomfortable for some people. We're probably going to get a write-up from some liberal rag. But go look up LBJ and the quotes of how he thought about controlling the black. But you can't even put that stuff on TV, folks. But the product of all those policies that, as you can see here, all these studies show that a fatherless household leads to higher crime in children, specifically gun homicides. And in the same districts that ironically Democrats want to redistrict into their caucus as they campaign against the criminal justice system, like we saw with nearly every single Democrat kneeling to the Black Lives Matter movement and opposing police, defund the police movement, remember that? It resulted in the black population having higher crime stats that lined up with the Democrat congressional district that was just overturned. Democrats are literally engineering the destruction of the black community and campaigning on themselves as the only solution to make themselves more dependent on the very system that's victimizing them. I mean, this is horrifically racist strategy, but it's electorally effective for the Democrats, but it's made the black community heavily dependent on the government. And oppose Republican policies to enforce law and order to such an extent that it has brought over 80% voting loyalty by the black community to Democrats by essentially financially and socially enslaving black people to the Democrat Party once again. But here's the real reason Democrats are big mad. They don't give a damn about black people's representation, as I've clearly pointed out. They care about winning seats, that's all. And racial gerrymandering was one of their last mechanisms to do it. So two things happen now. One, watch how fast Democrats abandon their black allies in these states because they're no longer of value to them. This is the fallout from today's decision. Look at this. Unbelievable. This is going to be a 24-seat swing. 12 that the Democrats were going to lose that Republicans will now pick up. Now, if you add Texas and Missouri in this new district map that Florida just passed today, by the way, it'll sign by DeSantis any minute now, it could come up as high as 19. That means a 38-point swing because of this ruling today. 38 seats could swing. Not to mention the governor of Georgia, Brian Kemp, is now actively, quote, analyzing redistricting Georgia as of 2 hours ago. You combine all this with the next census that will not include illegals, blue states could lose as many as 40 to 50 total seats over the next 4 years, which makes a Democrat-controlled House nearly impossible for the foreseeable future, which is great because the Republicans in Congress aren't exactly exciting turnout right now because they're not really doing a lot or anything. How's that maximum warfare working out for you, Hakeem?
As it relates to anything that has been said, certainly as it relates to the comment related to maximum warfare everywhere, all the time, in connection with the redistricting battle that Republicans launched. I stand by it. You can continue to criticize me for it. I don't give a damn about your criticism.
Criticizing you, pal. We're beating you. Two can play that game.
He loves the Constitution. He fights for what's right. He hates the bad guys. He's a freedom warrior. He's your freedom warrior. Watch Carl Higbie every weekday on Newsmax.